fully. I want to say it was... Well, I bought a game with it also, mind you, so... I bought a game and a Pro Controller. I think the total was 800 something, but that's Canadian, not American.
That's a lot.
I think the Switch itself was around 600?
Wow.
Once again,
That was a lot.
Canadian to American, though. You gotta do the transformation, the convergence.
Alright. Around here, it's 300.
So, yeah, then I overpaid then. Ridiculously much.
Yeah, it's around 300 here, and the pre-owned that I saw on the GameStop site, well, when it was pre-owned, it was $279.99.
Yep. I also bought my Switch like a year ago, roughly now. I cannot remember if it was a year ago or not. It's been a while.
I haven't got mine yet. I'm planning on getting it.
And then put a hashtag. Oops. Actually, I put in our hashtag for Monster Hunter. Why not? Oops, there's no space when you do that.
Yeah, dogs are scratching out the door, so I'm gonna let them in.
Yep. As I'm setting up for... Oh, wait! I hashtagged Monster Hunter when we're not playing Monster Hunter right off the bat. Whoops! Eh, it should be fine.
Well, you were playing Smash a couple days ago, weren't you?
Yeah, I was playing Smash and I hated myself. Big freaking shock, right? I'm not good either. Trust me. You should have seen me get destroyed yesterday.
Were you up against somebody?
I was doing online stuff with a couple friends and just randoms.
Oh, when I get the Switch, I'll play games one day.
Yep. Monster Hunter, but
Try to get it on a 3DS.
I stopped playing after Gen 4, so... Like, Let's Go was my introduction back to Pokemon. After... Ooh, well over a couple well, not a couple decades, but like well over a decade.
I never stopped playing.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Where I live, it was super hard to find a copy of anything. So if I found a copy, like if I went to game stores and stuff, if I found a copy of Pokemon White and Black, I would have kept playing, but here's the thing. I couldn't find a copy. And then the DS died off, and then the 3DS was a thing, and I couldn't afford a 3DS because I was in that in-between age of kind of still leashed off my parents, but working on my own stuff. And now I've gone back to leeching off my parents because I don't have a job and I'm unemployed, and that sucks. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. But yeah, no, I've been in such a weird position where it's like, I feel super bad asking every month if I can buy a game.
I pretty much got a job.
Ye
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, look, I don't have a problem. I got up around, with working for my dad, mind you, and God, I'm never going back. Working for my dad, mind you, I got up around 6 in the morning every day, so that wasn't bad, but it was like still a pain to get up.
Oh yeah. Especially when you have to get up in the morning and get ready to go to job.
Yeah.
My thing was that if I have to get up, I gotta get up. I don't sleep that.
Oh yeah, I have no problem sticking to a schedule. It's just more or less like I need a trial day or two to like screw around and see where I am. And then most companies don't let you get a trial day or trial days to just get used to the schedules.
Well, with Gateway, they come. Like at 6 in the morning.
Well, like, I haven't worked for a big company, mind you. Like, once again, the only experience I've ever had working was with my dad, and that was just to move heavy equipment. I found a job. I found several places that are interested in me, and then they call back, and it's like, yeah, we found a more suitable person. Like, you know what, that's fine. I'm gonna go. I'm basically applying for disability now, cause like, you know what, I've been tested. I actually do have a disability. It's just more or less it's taken me this long to get disability pay effectively. You know.
Well, I'm on disability myself, is that I don't get to my disability.
No, here's the problem. If my school spoke up and actually went to like a government and told the government about me, like, you know, how schools do, I would have been on disability when I was in high school. No one, like, even gave a crap. So, I'm 22 and I'm now applying for disability when I should be working. And I can work. It's not like a physical impossibility. It's just more or less like no one's hiring for the most part. Like, I've gone to places I want to work at. I've left my resume. There's more than enough good on my resume that people would want to hire me. It's just more or less like, yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and it kind of helps that I went for smaller areas too, because it's like around my neighborhood. It's like, you know what, as long as I get a job, I don't care what the distance is right now. And I got called by a bridal boutique I left my resume at, so people know I actually did study fashion for a bit and whatnot. Or not fashion, but like I know how to make designs look unique and stretch it out a little more.
Right.
Never got called back. I went to a florist / botanist. Didn't work out. I went to a freaking grocery store. Didn't work out. Like, I live close to a liquor store. I don't think they would have any kind of requirements, so I could just go there and it's like, hey.
Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's just that if you're not hiring, it's more because people got it.
Yep. And then there's places that have that help wanted sign hiring now and whatnot, and they forget to take it down, and then your hopes are dashed. I was outstanding with animals, so like there was one person who would have recommended me, and I could have got a nice security job. The problem is, after dealing with some of their dogs, I found out I am very allergic to dogs and I had to drug myself up and not be able to do a good job effectively, unless I drug myself up a lot prior. So I mean, like, I run the risk of falling asleep as a night guard, which isn't the greatest.
Ain't that the truth? Because I mean, me, I don't have a problem with getting up in the morning and go to work and come home. I don't get up until like 3:30.
Yeah. It's just more or less like the inclusion of drugs and like Reactin I have to take. So yeah, it's weird. Oh well.
Oh well, I mean, heck, if anything, push comes to shove, you have to do what you gotta do, right?
Take over my dad's business with having little to no experience of it, yeah. Or sell my body. I mean, either or works.
Me, on the other hand, if I ever do anything, it'd be working until I'm like 62 or 63 years old.
Yeah, well, that's also if you start working at like 17, you can start going in retirement. You have to work for 60-something years. I would be dead by the point that I get my retirement.
Yep.
Because I would be 80... I should be 87. Yeah.
Yeah. Every once in a while when I'm not doing anything, I'll, freaking, go on my 3DS, or I do something else differently. And I'll go, like, shiny hunting or try to find some better Pokemon like me. And eventually I get away from shiny.
Yeah. Going back to the shiny hunt, I gave up in all honesty. I've been focusing on the Master Trainer stuff, and they don't play fair. Case in point, my Kangaskhan. My Kangaskhan is not a bad Kangaskhan. It sucks when your base stats at level 100, they could still 3-shot you at level 75 is like, what the hell is going on? The Tangela. Freaking Tangela does not have that great physical offense. Yeah, physical offense. It uses Hyper Beam and one-shots you.
I'm sorry they hadn't the other laws.
I mean, it's meant to be Gen 1. It's also meant to be people who are picking up Pokemon as, like, their first game. But the problem is with that, they also have the Fairy type, and that wasn't in the original. And they also have Steel type, which wasn't in the original. So, I mean, yeah, if they're having the extra types in there, they could throw in a couple, like, Easter eggs, like, oh, you have an Electabuzz, trade it. You get Electivire or something. Even though I think... Oh man! Oh man! How much in detail do you want? I'm expecting a ton of things. Like, hey, I'm actually kind of expecting Sword and Shield to kick off my YouTube in a very positive, or my streams in a very positive way, so people could actually start caring for me. That would help. But no, I'm expecting a ton of things. Mostly, I went into great detail, like, why I want more daily events, but, like, daily events is a big thing in Pokemon since Gen 5, so I'm expecting a crap ton of daily events. I'm expecting the raid Pokemon to be a huge thing. I'm not looking forward to it personally, just because I'm not a big fan of raids. But it'll give a new idea of, like, you know, hey, I want to catch Milotic in the wild, and I don't want to go catch Feebas. It'll be interesting to have a fight, and then you could have the potential to catch it. Or you would have, like, you know, you win the fight, don't catch it, but you can go out in the wild and still catch it.
Yeah. Well, my thing is that I'm not excited about the trailer, and when I get excited about the trailer, you know, there's certain raids, and the guy Leon, and they think he's the evil leader of the country.
I don't see that happening. I see him being, like, a coward. I see, like, him and Hop, like, Hop plays off like the dumb one, but Hop is the smart one. And Leon's more of, like, the, oh man, I kind of forgot, or I don't know how to do certain things. Like, yes, he's the champion, but, like, they've done some of that in, like, anime and games before, where, like, the younger brother's the actual smart one.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. I mean, compared to what they're doing now.
I'm cool with Leon being, like, the showy off one, but, like, I have opinions, and I have thoughts. It's probably never going to come true, because, let's be fair, Leon's just going to probably be, like, the actual champion, like, Symphonia was. I can't talk. But it'd be interesting for the fact that, like, maybe Leon has a little bit more of a cowardly side that he doesn't show off to, like, the public. I mean, he kind of has to be being the champion.
Yeah, and with certain ones like going, they're saying they're just going to be like super shiny.
If that's a thing, I wouldn't care because with Let's Go, I'm just like, shiny hunting. It's an interesting concept, but I'm never doing this on like a file that I might want to use perfectly.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, shinies, like, yeah, it's a thing, but it's all cosmetic.
Yeah, but they come with, if you're actually adding a super shiny now, that's even more rare.
I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because Pokemon and the die-hard completionist that shiny hunt for livings. But, I mean, just for an average player like myself, I'm like, yeah, it's a thing. I'll be more interested if they did like the Pokemon Creator thing from way back in the day, like ghostly Pokemon and all that, where they're different color variants. Did anyone know about Pokemon Creator? Because that was a thing back when I was in middle school. It was a browser kind of situation where like you set your gym leaders, you set all this, but you had like a massive MMO kind of thing without being the actual MMO Pokemon. Oh, sorry, the hack that's an MMO. Yeah, but that was also like a thing back in when Pokemon. Oh wait, no, yeah, that was Gen 7 because Gen 7 had the Rotom Dex and you could take pictures with it, I think. Like, that's gonna be a thing regardless. I don't know why people are gonna get excited for that thing out of all things.
I don't know what the all want to have in Pokemon. That's the thing right now.
Well, like, it's clearly Dynamax, but outside of Dynamax, I don't know.
Well, one thing that I'm not that really cool is that they will add
Oh, well, like, it's been in every other Pokemon game. I don't see why it will not be in that game. Like, I'm cool with, like, actually getting into the online for once, like, just for trading purposes and not, like, battling. Because I never got to trade Pokemon until Let's Go. And the Let's Go system was stupid. I have never traded a single Pokemon until Let's Go, yeah. Because back when Gen 4 was a thing, the trading system was interesting. I never did it, because I didn't know people that would actually... Sorry, I did trade, but that was through local, like, wireless connection. I mean trade online. Like, I've never traded online with people, because back when I was in middle school, online was still kind of a fresh thing, and no one really knew how to do it.
Yeah, and,
yeah, back in Gen 4. Case in point, I caught a friggin' shiny Heracross from the trees. My first shiny. Sorry, what?
You must have fun with that one.
I mean, it went fairly easily, besides the fact that I needed to reload once or twice.
Yeah, reload how many times?
Like, once or twice.
Yeah. Some Pokemon that I try to get on, like Pokemon X and Y, they're a little bit harder to get, just because some people want, like,
A variant of Flabébé where it's, like, ridiculous. I'm about to say, that's like the only Pokemon I know from the Kalos Dex.
Yeah, sometimes they exercise stuff like that. They want something once and they were hard to get.
I feel so dumb. What is it? Giga Slash? Whatever the slash one is. Edge slash. Yeah. What type and what does it look like?
It's like a sword and shield Pokemon.
Oh, that's the thing. Okay, I was like, I feel like I should know that one, but I don't. It's so dumb though, cause like once again, you know my opinions on shiny hunting. Like it's a dumb thing. I only do it for pastime if I beat the game, and I kind of got nothing better to do. But like, no, it's too much effort, and I'm definitely not all for it.
Yeah, and my chances for getting a shiny were like very slim on Pokemon X and Y.
Yeah, because at least it didn't do the Coliseum thing where it would re-roll consistently and then you would never get a shiny Pokemon ever.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, as someone who's actually learned the mechanics of Coliseum and Gales of Darkness, I should know that.
Yeah, because basically, when I was trying to go to global trade, I go to Wonder Trade.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go to Wonder Trade, I feel like I thought Raikou, or Raikou, whichever it's named.
Raikou sounds right, yeah.
I got that initially, and it was nice.
Here's the thing about Wonder Trade. I'm never gonna do it, personally. Because I'd rather trade with a friend of mine or like a random that I might just talk over on Discord on. It's just like, you know what? I would just do it that way because I know what I'm getting. Like, Wonder Trade is more like if I just wanted to catch like super low Pokemon and just like trade them off for like dumb reasons.
I tried some of those Pokemon off for better Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are saying like Warble and Pikachu and all that stuff.
Okay.
So those are the harder ones to get.
Yep.
The better Pokemon are. I got Moltres and evolved from a level. I got Snorlax.
I don't even remember what the level is. Oh my god.
When I got my
Yeah.
And my friend Preston told me my Pokemon was a hatch, so she said that was the only hatch Pokemon, because that was the only time I've won that one game.
So.
A hatch is pet.
Yeah. I'm also like that is one thing about Pokemon in general I'm just scared of. It's just like I know there's hackers out there that do stuff to benefit themselves and no one but themselves. I think wasn't it? Oh god, I'm trying to remember back when I actually used to watch competitive stuff. Wasn't there actually a competitor that did hack his game so he had like perfect everything? Oh yeah, but I'm saying like that's still a thing that people do.
Yeah, but how do you know that if they're a customer or not? That's hard to know.
Yep, and that's why I'm probably never going to go competitive.
I got competitive with my friend. When I go against him, it's a different reason. I want to.
As for me, I'm just gonna be like, you know, hey, I'm basically the Pokemon breeder that levels up all of his Pokemon to level 100.
Yeah. Let me guess, you level up all his Pokemon already.
I have like half of them done.
How many boxes do you get on Let's Go?
It's not boxes anymore. They transferred it to like the Let's Go system. Yeah, the Pokemon Go system rather. You only have like 1,000, but the 1,000 slots you get is really nice.
Right.
I think I also have like every size of every Pokemon in this game. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping Eve 3 this year, it's not just Sword and Shield that was announced. Maybe we might get, Let's Go Togepi or something. Like, that would be nice.
They said that they were adding stuff like that. Let's Go Arrow, I believe it is.
Well, like, if that's baseless rumors, don't go off rumors. I never go off rumors.
I guess everything Pokemon related to Russell Alex. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I watch his content sometimes when I have time.
If I'm ever in the know-how of Pokemon stuff, there's two people I watch nowadays. Game Explain and Trevor Conroy.
Yeah.
Game Explain is trustworthy, and Trevor Conroy just knows his stuff.
Yeah, that's the link you sent me, right?
Yep.
I recently watched at least 3 of his videos.
Well, it's not just one guy, it's several guys, actually. Yeah, the one you were watching, because you're watching all the Pokemon stuff. Derek usually does all the, Derek does most of the, Pokemon stuff. John kind of does it once in a while, but, like, it's mostly Derek.
My thing about, me doing, like, this stuff, I say I do it, I say I will do it, but, that the thing is that I don't like doing them.
Yeah, you're not adjusted to talking about stuff or, like, showing off certain things.
Yeah.
Unlike me in, like, Legend of Zelda, where I know a crap ton of everything, and it's like, oh, I know how to get this heart container super easily, or something like that. And let's be fair, a good majority of the time when I'm playing games, I generally like to screw around in them, so of course I know certain things that people generally don't know.
Right.
Kind of how, like, in Let's Go, you get 3 Moonstones, you get 2 Golden Nuggets, and you get, like, 50 potions daily for free. So, like, of course I would know that.
I really like Pokemon Go, but the thing is that, I don't have
Yeah, that's the problem. For me, I don't even touch the bill of my phone, so... Because I'm under my dad's plan, effectively, and my entire family is, so it's like, I don't touch the bill at all. And plus, I think with certain situations that we're in, I'm not legally confined to say anything, but I'm not able to say a lot. It's just more or less, yeah, we're in a situation where we, yeah, do stuff.
But I don't understand why you don't like competitive playing that much, especially when you have to go.
Yep. It's not really like, I'm much more, like, I like competitive stuff, but I'm also more like, I want to co-op stuff more than competitive stuff. Because, like, I'm usually the person who's like, let's be fair, like, if you watch my Monster Hunter stuff, you know that I know way too much about Monster Hunter, so of course I'm, like, the person to ask about, like, oh, what's, Rathalos weak to, or what's, Tigris weak to, I'll know that based off memory and doing it myself.
Right. I don't know much about Monster Hunter. I've tried to play and I got stuck.
Well, yeah, and that's where I would come in and go like, okay, well, I've played more than enough of this game. I'm actually pretty good at this stuff. I would help you, no problem. And I don't play handhelds just because I never liked handhelds to begin with. Except the Switch, because the Switch is a docked console and also a handheld. I only play the handheld when I'm going for long trips or I'm going away for a week or something. Well, what I mean is, like, if my family does what they're planning to do and, like, book a cottage or something, I'm gonna be playing on handheld mode the entire time. I'm, like, sorry, not the entire time. Like, I usually just put, like, an hour aside in a cottage situation where it's, like, I want to still enjoy the day, I want to go for hikes and stuff, but I'll put, like, an hour aside in the morning or in the night where I'm playing the Switch game.
Yeah. I mean, I want to Switch. That way, if I had saved enough money, I told my mom that's what I was looking for to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I see that one of the guys.
Which I'm assuming is a holiday sale.
Oh, I had over $300.
Yeah.
And, you know, the only reason why I had that over $300 is because my mom had the money.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, good thing about me, when I had money, I was very good at keeping track of money and making sure I'm not spending it unwantedly. That was the one good thing about me, is I'm practically the stereotypical Jewish.
Oh yeah, that's good, you know, you're saving a lot more than I am.
I was, and then I'm unemployed now.
What happened?
I just got fed up with all the shitty customers we had to deal with, and my dad not really appreciating me for the most part. It was mostly the customers. Like, my dad not appreciating what I do, that's a given thing. My dad generally... That's any parent, really. And when I mean underappreciated, I mean, like, in the sense of, like, I would do, like, this really difficult task for 2 people, I'd do it myself, and then not get appreciated for it. That's just kind of how I work. And also, me being denied paychecks, not paychecks, but like me getting denied like pay raises and stuff when I've actually had very valid reasons why I should be paid more. So, I mean, my dad has lost my respect. That's not the only time that's happened.
Sounds like you and your dad did head on.
Oh, easily. A lot. That's why me and my dad, we can't sit in the same room for more than like 10 minutes unless we're in a good mood. Me and my dad would, like, we're buff people. We would probably give each other black eyes until we couldn't see. We're also very primal, so.
Oh, that's true. But then again, I never seen you get that.
That's interesting, considering I yell a ton, and I actually do say when I'm mad.
I mean, I can tell when you're frustrated and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a sense of me and my dad being mad, it's just more in the sense of we are super easily frustrated as people. We're pretty much like the equivalent of goats.
Right.
Goats get frustrated over every little thing. Like, you brush their hair the wrong way, they will buck you. You touch their tail when it's like, oh, I'm in scared mode, they will buck you. We're the equivalent of goats.
That one won't mind this time, that was yours.
Yeah, that was my phone entirely. I've been getting text messages by people I want to talk to, and it's like, I'm busy, and you guys know it.
Well, I get busy sometimes, but my mom got this new job, and I hope it's get better.
Yeah, and yet I keep bugging you, because clearly I get bored all the time.
You're fine, you're not bugging me. Because, I mean, if I'm at work and I can make it to one of your streams,
Yeah.
That's normally on me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, I'll let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, and I just also want to communicate with you guys more. I just don't know how to. Like, you know me, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know what I can improve and what I could, like, take differently, or what I could do more of, and you guys like it. It doesn't help when no one talks. And I generally have to force information out of people. Well, Twitch. I don't use YouTube for streaming. If I do use YouTube for streaming, it's if something happens wrong with my Twitch and I somehow get. It's where I get banned or Twitch is like stop being a thing for everyone. Like the site just randomly closes because Amazon made a bad mistake. But yeah, no, I would always use stream for. I would always use Twitch for streaming.
I've had Twitch for a while, and the thing with Twitch is that I have, if I were doing something, I would have
Yep. Well, like, the thing about Twitch is you gotta, like, edit your stream to say, like, what you're focusing on and all that. Like, that's cool and that's interesting. It's just more or less, I was even talking to someone who runs this site that has been helping me get popular. I say get popular, but I mean, like, they're still an unknown company. Like, I've been talking to them, and, like, you know, I know some of them watch my stream, so one of the moderators or one of the creators are going to get offended by me saying this. I don't have anything to back myself up on this one. I mean, like, it's a good idea, it's just more or less I think they're influencing it wrong, and it doesn't really help that their site is super bland. Because, like, I told them on Twitter, like, I wrote a very detailed report of what I thought about their site. Yes, I'm a part of the site, and yes, I gave them consent to have them use me. It's just more or less, like, I feel like they should have asked me before they put my Twitch on their site, because I feel like that could be super illegal. But I mean, like, I'm glad they did it. I'm not very upset, but just more or less, like, I wish they also helped smaller YouTubers out and, like, actively went on every site to see, like, who's smaller, who's bigger, who needs a bit of more of a boost, who needs more of a, like, hey, maybe we should stay away from this person. Kind of like a Super Mario Maker where you could, like, or the Miiverse where you could get or dislike it or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wanted to get the best content out there.
Oh yeah, well, like, I'm trying to get the best content out there, but it kind of sucks when my internet and everything else works against me. Because for the longest time, you knew I had computer issues. Like, everyone on my Discord knew I had tech issues.
Oh yeah.
I finally got it resolved.
I haven't had tech issues in a while, except with my phone and glitches.
Yeah.
So I only had a phone for like a year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've had this computer for a year at this point now.
But
25,000. I'm gonna get both, hopefully. If I could ask my parents to get the double pack for me.
Oh, double pack?
Yeah. Well, granted, I'll be doing like housework all the freaking time to like work up for that. But I mean, like, I cook, I clean sometimes. I actually do, like. Here's the thing, I barely work when it comes to like cleaning stuff, but if you ask me to clean something, it is going to be freaking spotless. So like, I have potential to work as like a janitor / butler if people still hire those.
Well, me, I'm on house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, the call, well, over at the way I'm doing it, which is for people who have disabilities like me, that's where I work.
Yeah, where it's more, I guess it's more like physical, where they can't reach a certain place or something like that.
Well, I do a whole lot of things.
Yep.
And, you know, I get paid for it. I don't get paid much.
But still enough to get by, I would imagine.
Huh?
It's still enough to get by, I would hope.
Well, not with like $30 to $50-something, huh?
Okay, I thought it would be a little more than that. I was expecting like businesses and stuff do it based off like hourly pays and whatnot. So I'm thinking like, well, if you work for like that long, you get a pay raise. You make sure you do all the best work you can. Make sure you announce what you've done. Not announce it, but at least bring up to date. Where it's like, you know, hey, maybe I can try something new or be a little more extravagant about what you do. Like that would get you noticed and have you in the leeway for a pay raise and whatnot.
Well, see, I work twice as hard and have when I do, I mean, I just pay to like the factory. I go out in the community and I work out in the community and stuff like that. They cut our hours back because they cut our hours to 2 hours.
Okay, is that more like the company's going like downhill for a bit, or how's that?
It's because stuff that's happening in
Okay. So it's more or less like people going on strike and stuff then.
Just about.
Cause I say like everyone's going on strike nowadays. Like I've passed through so many businesses on the way to like my gym and stuff, where it's like, yeah, everyone's about ready to kill one another. Oh, you're dealing with the Chinese. That's gonna be that might go down. And not to be racist or anything, but yeah, they've been doing some questionable things like everyone else.
They're definitely not
Yep. Yeah. Also, Blue, you are a jerk. God. Yeah. Yeah. I keep forgetting his team is like in the 60s. I call him Gary for a long time, but like it's forced to have it, calling him Gary, because the guy's Gary Oak. Even though the anime came out actually like 2 or 3 years after the game did. Yeah, the other media for Pokemon, like the manga and stuff, like they all refer to him as Boyle. It's blue, red, and green.
Yeah, I refer to like
yeah, and then red Ash, except, you know, actually capable of fighting.
Yeah, because I don't know how many times.
What I've been told, Red's a pansy compared to like Steven or someone in like later generations. Which is funny because Steven's a bloody champion, unless you're playing Emerald, and then he's like the super boss. Or was that? Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right, I think. Yeah, he was champion, and then the super boss was Steven, I think, right?
Steven was the boss.
So, okay, I'm getting confused. Was he the champion in Ruby Sapphire, or was he like the optional secret boss that all Pokemon games have? Okay, and then in Emerald he was the secret boss, okay. Which I'm not gonna lie, Lairon is, or Aggron, pretty intimidating. Yeah, it doesn't help that Aggron's like ground steel, or is he pure steel? Rock and steel. Regardless, that combination with a bad team, that can murder you. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to Pokemon, I never really had an issue, but then again, I've only played Gen 4 and none of the remakes. Gen 1 to 4. Like, I've played 1, 2, and 3. And 4.
I've played...
You played all of them, so you played 1 to 7 now.
Yeah.
Including the remakes.
traded in my 3DS because for one, my port for my phone, my old phone was like being a hellhole and didn't want to charge.
Yep. So all we have left is Blaine now, or whatever the hell you pronounce his name like.
What now?
Cinnabar.
So you have to get the whole game yet?
That would be the game. This is just daily events you can do.
I think 127. The one I want to get 34 now is me.
Yeah, so my track record of Pokemon, outside of spin-offs, 1 to 4, and then jumping right to 8. Because unless they make remakes for Gens 5 to 7, I am not playing them. Is that confirmed, or is that still a rumor at this point? Like, here's the thing. I'm very skeptical about news like that because people always want what they want, and then they never consider, hey, I should probably tell people this is still a rumor right now. So, super skeptical about that, but if they do it, sure. I have more than enough fond memories of 4, and I could definitely explain certain things a little bit better. And I can pretty much jump right into an LP of that game and not have to wait until I beat the game first, because I'm not gonna lie, with Gen 8, I'm doing a stream playthrough of it. I'm gonna wait a couple months or a year or something, and then do LP of it, because I need to get all of my thoughts ready for that. I wouldn't know, because I haven't played the remakes. Oh yeah, like I like once again, I've not played them, but I've definitely seen the remakes of them, and I have played a tiny bit of Gen 2 because my nephew, I think I want to say, I have full tons of memory with family. You know, I want to say my nephew. My nephew let me borrow it, and like I wasn't gonna get rid of his save data, mind you, but I played from where he was at, and I played. It was all right. Yeah, here's the thing. If you port all of that onto the Switch, I would have no problem. Those are the only way I'll play, once again, the Gen 5 to Gen 7. It's not the fact that I hate Pokemon, it's the fact that I hate they're all on handhelds, and I don't like playing handhelds. Yeah, and like that's good for you because you're on the go. I'm not. I'm stuck in front of the TV most of the damn day. So it's just more or less like I grew up with Stadium and other things. So like once again, not counting spin-offs, which I play a ton of. Like I didn't like Pokemon being on handhelds. I didn't like the Mystery Dungeon games being on handhelds. I liked the feel of like Coliseum and Gales of Darkness. It's literally the same game. Well, like, sorry, it's not the same game. There's different story elements of it, but it's still the same idea of going around, catching the shadow Pokemon, purifying them, and like trying to get a story off that.
Yeah, because like Lugia or whoever, with Lugia or Ho-Oh, you have to catch him.
Yeah, the thing about Lugia, you can catch Lugia in Gales of Darkness. You could not catch Ho-Oh in Coliseum unless you had Game Link, and I didn't have Game Link.
You had to make the thing.
You would have to connect yours to Ruby Sapphire you had to connect yours to Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then you need to also have a copy of Fire Red or Leaf Green to have like the game trade, and then you'd have to like trade a ton of Pokemon, do the Mount Battle on the Game Boy, and then at the top of Mount Battle you get Ho-Oh as like a present. So as someone who didn't have a Game Link and had games that supported it, like, you know, Coliseum, Four Swords Adventure, I had games like that. Sorry, Crystal Chronicles 2, Final Fantasy. I had games like that supported it. I just knew no one who had it, and no one who'd want to play it with me. And also Wind Waker, because Wind Waker had that GBA parent exclusive thingy for the Tingle device. So, yeah, never owned it, and would I ever want to own it? I would like to own it for LP purposes, but, like, other than that, hell no, that could bite the dust for me. Mostly because I want to do an LP of Four Swords eventually, if I can find a copy of Four Swords again, if I can find my GameCube.
You like GameCube?
I thought GameCube was a very good system, I just didn't own that many games for it.
Well, I got my Wii, but I hadn't played it in a while. The only time I played it was when I had when I still have Bleach, and I played it a little bit.
Oh god, right, there was a game on that. I forgot about that entirely.
What, Bleach?
Yeah, I forgot there was games on a GameCube. I thought they started making games for like the DS. Yeah, there's a fighting game for the DS, I know that. And then there's like PS3 copies of like Reaper's Revenge or whatever the hell it's called. I just completely forgot it started on the GameCube.
Naruto started on the GameCube.
Yeah, with Clash of Ninja, I want to say? Yeah, Clash of Ninja.
Yeah, I got that for the Wii. And when I did, I got really hard where I can't beat Gara. I don't know how to get the Sidori up to full power.
You know what I realized? My first Wii game was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And that was probably the best game to start out with for the Wii, and then I got Galaxy. I didn't get Galaxy 2, sadly. I really want to play Galaxy 2, but I never got around to playing it.
Mario Galaxy?
And the rest of my Wii games were mostly just like little crappy titles that I liked. Like Mario Party 8 was one of them. I think I had Pokemon Battle Revolution and then found out it is very bad. Pokemon Rumble was there, I remember I had that. God, there's way too many games I had on the Wii that I remember liking. Anywho, you said I'm not done the game, or you thought I wasn't done the game. Guess how many hours I've clocked into this?
How many hours?
246!
246 hours in that game?
Yeah, I would be very impressed if it took me this long to beat the damn game.
You're playing Monster Hunter, right?
No, that was for Pokemon.
Okay.
Monster Hunter, I have 260 something, I think. Checking Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's saying 260. My actual playtime file would tell you how much I have exactly.
I don't know how long I've been playing the same game, but I mean, I'll play it for like however long it takes me.
Yeah. Well, like, the thing about Monster Hunter is, if you have good friends to play with, it doesn't really get boring.
My cousin, he's got a PS4, and I tried the PS4 out. I wasn't used to it.
I like the PS4, and then they did so much wrong with it, and then I'm like, I don't care anymore.
I wouldn't know, because I didn't get into the PS4.
I had it for years, mind you. Like, I had it longer than I had my Switch, so like, I think we're talking like 3 or 4 years difference. And, like, I like the games on there, it's just all the games are horrendous if you don't know what you're buying. Also, my actual playtime of Monster Hunter on my one file, which is my only file, 248 hours. Or 242 hours. And this is with online. Online's fun.
Yeah, I played online before, but I mean they disconnected the play online
well, yeah, that was over like years ago at this point. Yep. That I used for dirty reasons because I was a dumb 17-year-old. They didn't restrict you on what you could use the internet apps for. Yeah. Dumb 17-year-old me. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I was not a man. I'm not even a man now. Well, technically, if you think about how people are considered men and women, I'm still a virgin, so I'm still a boy, technically. I don't. Trust me, because I don't crave it. I mean, no, that's a lie. I crave it. I just don't act upon it. Yeah. I'm not crazy excessive over it. It's like, you know what, if it happens and if both parties are down with it, then whatever. Oh yeah, just like me. Probably worse than me, because, let's be fair, I think I'm one of the most clean birds you could ever meet. I mean, that's a typical guy thing to do, though, to be fair. Like, you are talking to a guy, you realize that, right? Okay, as long as you're aware of it. Yeah, like about your body and stuff, I'd imagine. Like, you don't really want to give off that kind of information. Oh, internet! Yeah, pretty much, sorry, it cut out after the sex part because of my internet. Yeah, it just, you don't want it, and it's like, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there are some people who are open about it. Like, I like the idea of talking about it, but, like, I'm not one to, like, force someone who isn't really interested in talking about it. Because, like, I am curious, but, like, this curiosity is more or less, like, have you seen Octopath yet, or do you not know anything about Octopath?
I don't know.
What RPG do you know of that I could say, like, a character from? And it's, like, innocent asking, effectively. Oh yeah, you know a lot about Final Fantasy. Oh god, who's up thinking about I want to say it's kind of like Waka? Final Fantasy X? But it's just like, yeah, ask once and then, like, if you get the response you expect, it's like woohoo, and then go into detail or ask about certain things. But it's like, if they say no, you drop that. You drop it fast like a ball. I'm very vanilla about how I want it. I just want to do it proper and not like anything crazy. Oh yeah. And to me, it's like, I'll answer it as best I can. It's just like, it's like, yo, woman, if you're into this, that's cool for you. I don't care. Here's my information though, but I don't care. Oh yeah, I've dealt with that with Facebook. I remember, it's so sad that I've been admitting this. I've admitted this for a while. I've done roleplay for a long time. Like, we're talking years worth. And all of mine are dirty, but like in a very reasonable way dirty, because like, I like stories with like a dark, depressing beginning, and then like, you know, like two countries at war, and like one country has their women blanked, and then, you know, there's one soldier on the other end who's just like, you know, I don't want this. I want to see this war over, and like we go back to a peaceful era. And like, I like stories like that, where it's like the one guy against like an entire army. Yeah. Well, like, you've seen some of my ideas, I imagine, right? So, like, you know what my ideas mostly are, where it's, like, all perverted, but, like, it's up to the people to make it perverted or not perverted. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's why I also focus on fantasy, because at least with fantasy you have to kind of play nice and loose with it. Yeah. Yep. You know what? You would actually love Octopath. If there's any game outside of Pokemon I can recommend to you if you buy your Switch, when you buy your Switch, go buy Octopath. You'll love it. You play Final Fantasy. It's like the same principle of like, it's a mix of like Final Fantasy, Golden Sun, Lufia, and Persona. Or the Shinigami Tensei series in general, not just Persona. I guess also Bravely Default, if you think about it. Yeah. I've only played the phone and Warriors. I've not played a proper one. I'm planning to play it with Three Houses, but that's with Three Houses. So I would prefer not spoiler stuff, but I have seen LPs of it, so I do know certain spoilers, like Celica turns evil for a bit, and you technically almost kill her. And then, like, Robin almost kills Chrom and Fates and whatnot. I know stuff like that, but, like, I don't know any of the older stuff. Like, I don't know, like, how Ike and his dad killed the Black Knight stuff. I was about to say, that's way off. That's like the original Fire Emblem was like a Super Famicom game. Yeah, because Fates was the weird one where it was like 3 separate games and all that crap. Conquest, Birthrights, and the third one I can't remember, so yes. Yeah. Well, I send you a link to that LP, and didn't you watch his LP? Not Pokemon. Like, did I not send you Tom Fox? Did I not send you a link to it? His channel? No, because, like, I sent it for you. I was like, you know, you know nothing about Fire Emblem, so, like, watch Fire Emblem Echoes and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that was you. Yeah. Like, I'm going to check the chat between you and I, because I could have sworn I sent it to you. Oh, it was another friend, I think. Yeah, I'll send you a link to that up here. Give me a hot minute. I could have sworn it was you. Okay, well, I'm dumb. It literally takes me like a hot minute, so I'll send it to you as soon as I can. He did a lot of Fire Emblem stuff, so if you're interested and you want to know certain things. Also, hello, why did you lock me out of my YouTube? Huh? I got locked out of my YouTube for some reason. I got super concerned. I'm like, uh-oh. Yep. Hey, I gained a subscriber. Even though I know who subbed to me. Nope. Pokemon, you shut up.
Well, I thought about
Yeah. About a year. Oh, cool. Char Conray uploaded his first Chrono Trigger video. I will probably watch that later. Here's the YouTuber. He did a lot of Fire Emblem stuff, and he does a lot of stuff in general. So there you go. Have fun. Probably shouldn't watch it while I'm streaming because of the audio might come in. Well, like, yeah, just so I don't have audio and copyright issues and stuff like that. At least he has a link now for it. Yeah, he's actually the first person I learned about Fire Emblem from. Yeah, you've only played this, the original Nintendo stuff. You haven't played any of the... Or wait, no, crap. Are you talking about 2 as 4, or are you talking 2 as in, like, 2 itself? Yeah, so you played with the... You make your own party, and then you played Furion and Guy and all that. Furion, Guy, and Maria. Then that is not 2. Final Fantasy 1 is you make your team. Final Fantasy 2 is Guy, Furion, and Maria. Final Fantasy 3 was make your own team again. Final Fantasy 4 was... Yeah, Final Fantasy 4 was... Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy 4 was Cecil, Final Fantasy 5 was Bartz, Final Fantasy 6 was Terra, Final Fantasy 7 was Cloud, Final Fantasy 8 was Squall, Final Fantasy 9 was Zidane, or Zidane, too quick, how you just pronounce it. Final Fantasy 10 was Titus, Final Fantasy 10-2 was Yuna, Final Fantasy 11 was Online, so it doesn't count. Final Fantasy 12 was Vaughn, Final Fantasy 13 was Lightning, 13-2 was Sarah, 13-3 Lightning Return, or 13-3 was Lightning again. Final Fantasy 14 is Online, Final Fantasy 15 is Noctis. Yeah, Crystal Chronicles was the GameCube title, and I played it, never beat it, and I'm excited for when it comes out for the Switch, because I will probably play it with you, and we could probably beat it. Crystal Chronicles was the one where you could choose your race and your class and whatnot, and then you had to go through like a couple years worth of dungeons, and then like each time you complete a dungeon, you could pick a power up, and you could like your Moogle would carry the shrine thing around. And if you're playing single player, I think if you're playing multiplayer, one of you guys had to carry it. So you have to carry that around and defeat bosses and all that. It's small dungeons. You don't keep your spells and whatnot. But there are some classes or some races that do spells better, like the bird people could cast spells faster, they cast spells stronger. wow, the humanoid characters are kind of a mixed bag of everything, and then the dwarf characters are all physical. Selfie Squall and whatnot, that's Final Fantasy. Yeah, the Bears was. I never played Saturn. Crystal Bears, that's the one for the Wii. I've never played Saturn. Okay. I did hear the short game, just like Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, but Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, what I remember wasn't bad, and then the remake came out, and I wanted to kill someone. Yeah, was it hard as hell? Is my question.
Was it hard?
I don't remember it being hard. I remember it being fairly easy.
Yeah, that was when I got
Yeah, so you stopped right at the end. Because after that was the floating Palace of Darkness or whatever.
Yeah, because it's not like they don't talk about like it's supposed to,
yeah, it works like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Yeah, because here's the thing: the remake Chocobo Everybody or Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody, I thought it would be easier. It would be like a nice and easy and like kind of casual playthrough situation. No, I hated every single damn moment of that, and I deleted it. That was one of the only games I've deleted off my Switch. Yeah, and that's also, I think, the third or fourth game of the series. The rest of them were released in Japan, sadly. Well, besides the remake of 7, which I'm not even remotely excited for. PS4, and I think they said it's coming out for PC and Xbox and whatnot. Like, I'll buy it, most likely, but I'm not excited for it. I never liked 7 enough, like, compared to some other people. I like 8 more than 7. And that's a blasphemy thing to say, because people hate 8. The numbers were good. That's the problem. Like, I like the spin-offs and like they have a special place in my heart, but the numbers were really good for the most part. Final Fantasy 6 is the one that sticks out of my head the most because 6 actually probably has the most content in it for like one of the earlier ones. Final Fantasy 3 had probably the most content out of the original. Final Fantasy 2 was just dumb, and I've beat it once, and I'm probably never do it again. Yeah, Cloud of Darkness is the main villain in that one. Well, technically it's not the main villain, because the main villain is technically a thing that isn't that, but she's the final fight, yes. Did you go down in the Crystal Tower and get the secret job classes of Sorcerer and Ninja?
I had to go to this one had to go to
Yeah. No, like I know what you're talking about, but the Crystal Tower is like the last dungeon that you could leave from. So the way you make it easy on yourself is you go down the path and not up the Crystal Tower. You go down the path, go to a secret labyrinth. You complete the secret labyrinth and you get the, I want to say it's the mage. I honestly forgot what it's actually called. I want to say Sage. Sage sounds right. Sage and Ninja, and then with Ninja, she does little to no damage to you because it's like Mega Armor, and then Sage, she does no magical damage to you, so you can heal and cast like Meteor and whatnot. And yeah, it's not the greatest game that people could probably recommend. I wouldn't recommend it, and I've actually played. I haven't even got to the final fight, but I have played enough of it. I'm like, yeah, I could recommend this to someone. The farthest I've ever got was Berlau or Canoe or whatever the hell the thing's called. This, when you break your second airship is where I stopped. I know after that you get the Nautilus, and then you get the no, you don't get the Nautilus. You get the speed one, then you get the Nautilus, and then when you get the Nautilus, you're pretty much like at the Crystal Tower. I know that much. I just haven't cared.
Sorry about that.
It's cool. 4 is an alright game. 4 out of
I can't see it now.
check your settings. Oh, so you can't hear me.
I can hear you a little bit. You were on speaker when I was.
Yeah, it's probably your earbuds then.
Let me let's go real quick and I'll call you back.
Sure.
Bye.
Chat. Okay. Just gonna wait for people to join in because I'm not hunting this thing alone. There's no way in hell's name I'm hunting this thing alone. It's a ridiculous fight. And of course it's one of the super Elder Dragon situations, so it's like, why should I? I wonder if I could put on dinner tonight. And if so, I probably should have put that on the long time ago. I also need to pee. Well, I mean, like, we're gonna be waiting for a long time anyway, so I'm gonna go get a glass of water, see if I'm cooking my dinner or not. I need to wash it. So, let's close the curtain so the sun isn't beating on my foot. Okay. there's still people in chat. I'm gonna make my dinner fast, except I'm not making it. I'll just get it prepped up. I'll be back in like a minute. And I'm back, yay! After putting my dinner. Blue mushroom, herbs, and then honey and yep. Also, I think that is my oven going off. Give it a minute. should have back. I guess Colin ran away for a bit. No. I think that poor sucker wanted to back out for a second. Oh no! I also just realized none of us are using long range. I mean, that's a good thing. 2 of us using dual swords. That's a bad thing. He's slow and loves his ice element. God, like Tigress. Oh, that topple or is that topple? I don't know how the crap we got topple off this thing. Okay. Also, would you consider this thing a dragon? Yeah. It looks like a dragon. Ow! God! Right, just like anything in G-Rank, he hits like a damn truck. I'm gonna go for the topple again. Ow. Do. Hey, not topple or just topple? Topple. I'm staying close to his crotch, because if I can crotch him, he won't hurt. Oh, he's gonna hurt me. Ow. I wanted to crotch stab you. Yay, crotch stabbing! This poor quadruped. Ah! Knock me up. Alright. Oh, sweet. Barnacles. How's that new? What's going on? I hate how the fact the world hurts you. I don't want to be the last one here. I mean, if I'm the last one here, I'm getting the reward. Let's see. Oh, we got the flail. And another flail. That's good. Hi. I knew I did bad. I knew I did bad, and what I do, I was like, I'm not gonna live that. Hi. Wesker! That's Steel Bash to Shurigeki. Then a Shurigeki. Got me. Got time. There we go. I'm seeing you're on stream. You see the madness going on right now, right? You just load up the game. Use the stream to see what's going on. Can you not hear me? No, I'm just very frightened because this is why I want guest bombs, because I cannot focus on chat while I'm saying something. Well, I can, but I can't focus very easily. Okay, that makes sense. Hot. Like a little too surprising. It's a little too hot for where I live, so that's the thing. Ah, those American stereotypes. I know. Oh yeah. Well, humid's one thing, but like for me, I get no wind, so I just get hot. Cause I'm cool with like a swamp humid, where it's like, yeah, it's hot, but you got the water next to you, and it's kind of cool. Son of a... This Dargan really hates everyone. Especially me. Well, you see what's going on. Oh, if you're using a phone, you probably... Yeah, for some reason I play at a laptop too, and I'm like, no, laptop. Yeah, well, at least you're here to talk to me, so I'll still do kind of stuff. That's fine. Oh yeah. Considering my Evo team is if I have no one and I'm half the damn time. Yeah. Oh my. Ah! As I said, Monster Hunter is fun. It just kicks you in the freaking vagina or falls into your vein. Sobble all the way. My first playthroughs are always water types. I've always, like, water and psychic are my favorites, so yeah. Like, even as a kid, I've always liked psychic. Yeah. I like Ghost too, but, like, it's not my favorite. I've always been a water psychic. So yeah, you're a good mixed bag. So you're a mixed bag. For me, it's like I always start my first playthrough with like water types, and then on like other playthroughs I choose other. Chikorita is definitely the cutest out of all of them. Chikorita is definitely the cutest out of all of them. Well, I mean, from starting. Yep, we play this one. Yep. I haven't got a Fawn Man's yet, so like, you know when you front of that right now. Yeah, that was Crystal Chronicles. We knew about that since like the Switch was released. Because the PS4 is also being the same. You might not be familiar, considering you said Crystal Bears was the one you played. Crystal Chronicles was a much different beast. Oh, so you knew about the... Alright, but that one might be different still, because like, I don't know how that one... God! Son of a biscuit fudging motherfucking fudge. I hope I can spell. I spelled that wrong. Oh my god. And the worst part is I've done data entry before. Everyone knows that I have a good typing speed. It sucks when I do a single mistake and I'm like, I've done data entry for how long and I'm making mistakes. Well, no, I mean in the sense of like I know where everything is on a keyboard and like I feel like I should spell everything properly for the most part. Then again, I'm also not a words man because I misspell like the most basic things wrong sometimes. No, I'm aware of it. The problem is, like, in my brain it looks right, so it's like,
when I type,
Well, for me, I put whatever I'm doing, I put both of them down so I can type two-handed. Yeah. My dirty mind just kicked in for a second there. No, just your right hand is the holding hand and your left hand is the doing hand. What does that sound like?
No, my right hand is typing. My left hand.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, your left hand is the holding hand, your right hand is the doing hand. What does that sound like? And I think your mind might go the same direction my mind goes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Like that's how you do stuff, but it's more or less my stupidity kicked in. Oh, that's a thing that no one should know about. No, you didn't say it in a bad way. It's just my brain was like, dirty puns. Sorry, what I'm basically getting at is I had a Beavis and Butthead moment. I'm not even American. I watched like the movie, and the movie was fairly interesting. Oh yeah, give me a minute. Thank you, Mom. Let's see, that's my dinner. Shut up. Sorry, that was my dinner. Tell me it was ready. Also, oh no. Okay, good. Stream didn't kill itself. Yeah, but going back to Mississippi. Yeah, I watched it all the time as a kid. And then the internet discovered me, and then the internet showed me very inappropriate things about Mississippi, and I actually enjoyed it. Inappropriate bathhouse. Thank you, anime, for mostly ruining that experience for me. Oh yeah, welcome to the dumb 17-year-old me. Yeah, but we're also talking about... I once had a satellite that you didn't have to pay for the porn channel. One summer, I found out about it, and let's just say that was a very interesting summer for me. You're like 30-something, you're still embarrassed you watch porn? I mean... I guess I have no shame, so kind of helps that I just watch it, and like my parents know about it by this point. But you're like bisexual or something. How? What? Why are you embarrassed by that, but you're not embarrassed by the fact you watch porn?
I'm not embarrassed by it. I just don't.
Cool. I mean, it's understandable, but like, I guess my brain is just like much easier to apply with. My brain is like, see it, do it, live it. Man, I wish I was in a friggin' porno, dude. I have a body. I have a body built for film. If that's the film I go into, that's the film I go into.
So you got
No, I would much rather be in like an action film, but I mean, you know, porn stars get paid a lot. No. Yeah, and then also not to mention with that kind of content, you have to be like reviewed constantly. So it's like I wouldn't mind doing that stuff, and like hell, I do that stuff to begin with, but it's just like if no one's watching, I get nothing. If people don't comment, I don't get feedback. If people don't give feedback, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Also, YouTube is gonna have a field day with this video when it goes live tomorrow. That's more than I've worked for a year. Back working for my dad, that's more than I was making a year. But it's also like, it's also based off like viewers and whatnot and membership and then like average viewers that watch like certain things. It's all statistics, but like still, that's more than I made for a year. And then not to mention, like they would have to keep like for people who keep watching like the older stuff, you still get paid for that with contracts and whatnot. So it's like you can literally just have that sit there. It's like a time bond. You can have it sit there for God knows how long. And the worst part is you're not going to get any more poor. You'll get richer. I think that's how time bonds or time sharing. I'm not business like that. It's like that. My dad probably won't give me a straight answer. Isn't that right, Dad? Yep, that's the most one right there. Oh yeah, and not to mention like super big YouTube stars out there, like Markiplier and stuff, who actually has been on TV before. Yeah. Awesome! What? No. Not you, but Dad. I'm fine. I just got pissed off that I got two-shotted by this damn thing. Oh, I thought it was at least 4 shots. And I don't have like a max potion, so I'm SOL.
Should I work, right?
What?
Should I work?
I mean, no. You see it on the YouTube tomorrow. And plus, if anything, tomorrow will be an easier day on me because I have my sister coming over and she's playing Pokemon. And it'll be her first time playing any kind of Pokemon. It'll be interesting for everyone. I can chill back and watch her suffer. Well, I'm gonna help her, but I'm gonna be mostly reading chat and stuff, so it's like, kind of suffering for her. Or, I think. Let's try to do my rations. And as always, I also I hit my hand against my chair really hard and that hurts. Oh. Well, yeah, and like the thing is, it's rare I punch myself in the leg or I punch my chair. Okay, that happens to me on accident, but when I do it, it's mostly out of frustration. That's how bumping into things usually work. Last time I checked. Luckily for me, I have a weird talent where I'm fully aware of it. Like, I mean, the last time I ever bumped into something was when I was getting my eyes examined for glasses. But that's also because they had to put, like, those eye drops on your eyes that you really probably for, like, the next couple of hours. Sorry, what? How you don't see certain things coming. How you see certain things, how you don't see certain things coming on at you. I'm trying to remember what that means because I used to keep up on all this like medical stuff, but I'm not very recently. I know I have like some form of lazy eye. It's not a physical, but it's like what's in my eye. It's like there's something with my eye where my left eye isn't like perfect and my right eye is. That's some form of lazy eye. I not really like back when I was like upset. And believe it or not, I have not seen my optometrist in quite some time. You're supposed to go back once a year. You're supposed to go back once a year. I haven't been in like a good 10. Also, I hate this damn dragon. It's such a cool dragon. It's a pain in the ass to fight. So yeah, when you get your Switch, get Monster Hunter. I can help you out. I'm a veteran. Start. I mean, but if you didn't like it on the 3DS and stuff, like, that's okay. You might want to buy it. That's good. Well, yeah, but then you go to online and that helps you get clear all your stuff clears over. I mean, it's easy to forget what quests are and stuff, but like, I don't think you're playing online, you're playing solo. Well, online is a separate campaign, but like, yeah, whatever you get online will transfer back to the player game. You could honestly play single player last on your things to do. You can play the online, get through the online, go back to single player, and you will destroy stuff. Yeah. Oh, well, you still need to play, like, some of the beginning quests. Like, you still have to, like, figure out how to cook. You still need to figure out, like, where to gather stuff. Like, as soon as you're done the tutorial stuff, you're good to go forward. That's it. Yep. It's the same button you put it down on. So, like, when you're barbecuing it, it's the same button. I think it's any button, I believe, if I remember, but like I haven't barbecued anything in this game in a long time. But you do have to wait for a certain time because like you have to wait for the meat to cook and then it's like, alright, cool, we're done. Unless they try to get the raw meat and then you just kill like the herbivore with the knife and carve it up and then you just raw meat. Well, yeah, you walk up to the corpse and then hit A. I mean, the game prompts you. There's like actually tells you like outright, like go to this monster and hit A. Well, it's so weird because Monster Hunter is definitely more action. Like people say RPG, I say action. It's much more. Yeah, it's November 15th. Yeah, well, I watched the direct. I watched the live direct. I got it early. It was a very good direct, actually. I missed the first reveal of Sword and Shield, but I watched anything that was different about Pokemon. It's like I'm in such a big Pokemon mood, especially playing Let's Go for 200 something damn hours. Oh, and not to mention, I do have a goal for this. I made a goal of buying 999 of every item. The only store-bought item, fine. The only thing I'm missing from the regular shops is full restores. And even then, I'm at 700. Mm-hmm.
And that's only when I'm not playing. When I'm that's not what that's included. I play online.
Again.
My friend Jordan
well, like, hopefully with the Sword and Shield, like, we will battle, but we will have, like, cool co-op moments with the raid battles. That's nice. Because, like, let's be fair, like, you'll kick my face in, most likely. We're talking about someone who will probably level him up to level 100 when he gets the top 52. Granted, I'll play the game vanilla, like I'll play the game from like point A to point B, figure out what the story is and all that. And then when I'm done the game, like done the Elite Four and stuff, then I'll train to like 200 and stuff. That's how I do all of it. Okay. Yep. Well, here's the thing. And like this is off the topic of competitive stuff. I am so glad they got rid of Mega Evolutions. I thought it was a dumb idea, and I thought it was kind of broken. Like, you could have one Mega Evolution the entire battle, and let's say like it's a really good one, like Mega Alakazam. Very little things to take out a Mega Alakazam, I found out. So, like, it's a dumb idea, and I didn't really like it, in all honesty, just because, like, it sounded like it would be extremely broken. They kind of remedied it with the Z moves, but even then, it was like, okay, the Z moves were a lot better. Which they kind of did with the Dynamax. And, like, I just like how it's 3 turns of Dynamaxing, and it's not, like, the entire freaking battle. It's just, like... To me, the Mega Evolutions was basically Dynamax, where it's like, oh, the entire Pokemon is now, like, the best thing ever. I don't know, it's one of those weird things, where, like, I never played X and Y and whatnot, but I played Let's Go, and they have it in Let's Go, and I'm like, this is so dumb. Yeah, I think Gen 3 introduced Pokemon. Yeah, Gen 3 definitely introduced Pokemon contest. That was like the best part of Pokemon for me. Pokemon contest. Please let Nick have Pokemon contest. Well, considering Milotic, I'm assuming Feebas would be in there. They're happy with the contest because you could not evolve like with Feebas. You have to max out its beauty stat and then level it up once, I believe, and then it becomes Milotic. It's the only one that does that requires you to have certain content status. You know what? If they did more Pokemon like that would be super cool because, granted, it'd be a pain in the butt to figure out what's what, but like that's a cool idea. I also think Feebas has to be like level 16 or up or something to level up, but yeah, it's one of those situations where it's the Pokemon status and context that matters, not the stats. Not like how you get brain or what's the fairy type EV thing? Sylveon. It's not like Sylveon where you have to have EV with Baby Doll Eyes. Like that, it's a cool idea, but like I didn't like that one. I kind of like more Memory, or is it Memory the pre-evolution or Mantine one? The one, not, sorry, I said that wrong. The Mantine one, where you have to have Memory and the pre-evolution of Mantine. I like stuff like that, where it kind of requires you to think. But like, I like that idea, where it's more like, you know, Pokemon coming together, like how in the Pokedex, it says that Slowpoke becomes Slowbro when a Shelter bites into it. Yeah, you have to give Slowbro King's Walk, I believe it's called. I don't know. Yeah, pause it. Yeah, I like stuff like that, where it's a little more interesting. Like, it's kind of like Espeon and Umbreon. I've always loved those two EV evolutions because it is such a good way of, like, trying to understand, like, you know, how they evolve. Opposed to just giving them the stone and it's happening this during the day and happening this during the day. And then Leafeon and Glaceon kind of do it. Yeah. Also, I am not screwed! I somehow saved myself! Some remakes of Sword and Shield? Haven't out yet! Yeah, like remakes of Johto and California, yeah. I get what you mean, that's why it makes fun of you, because it's just like, Sword and Shield are out yet, you're expecting remakes? Yeah, it'll probably come out before, but like, I kind of have to bank on E3 showing us off, so like, if not E3, probably a Direct, which I'll watch. But it's like, I'm not expecting much. If anything, I'm expecting another Pokemon Rumble, in all honesty. Which I'm fine with. I like Pokemon Rumble, so like, it's not a big loss for me, but it's like, what will they do? Also, I really want to see this Dragon dead. Oh, this is like an Elder Dragon. This is like one of the tougher dragons. It's also one of the toughest hunts in the game, I've been told. Oh god! Yeah. Also, my internet really got to stop being a dick. Every time I stream Monster Hunter, my internet or my computer have like the biggest issue. Well, here's the thing. My internet does this weird thing where it's like, oh, wait, you're not connected to the internet, and it's like, oh wait, no, you are, and then it's like, it goes on throughout the stream, and then sometimes the Elgato might have an issue, and then the problem is it's all based off the internet. If my internet goes down for even a split second, my streams crash. So I'm more or less pissed off about my internet, and everyone in my house is, because it's not consistent. I could run like a million YouTube videos on my computer, and my internet would be fine. Or that's my internet itself, not the computer. Because if it was my computer, which is it's a brand new damn computer, and it's like one of those powerful computers that people probably. So if it's my computer, I'm very concerned. It is honestly not my internet, and I know why it's doing it. The problem is the provider we're with will change nothing because the provider don't like it. Yeah, for me, it's our Bell or Rogers. It's like phone companies. I do have a Bell cell phone. I don't know. There's reasons I love it. There's reasons I hate it. And the problem is we're paying for unlimited. Also, yes, you are dead. Oh my god. I'm excited because this has been haunting me for like weeks now. And time to do it again for better. Yeah, the problem is it's only when I'm streaming. Like even watching the direct, my internet was like, oh, I'm not connected, and it's like, oh wait, no, the direct got to the good part, and it's like, I'm back now, and it's like, I hate you. I hate you so much. And like, I can disprove it. I can honestly tell you guys, like, I have evidence on my phone that I might release on Twitter of my internet being a total idiot. It's doing it now. It's the worst thing in the world. Yeah, and like the problem is, I know it affects other people on stream. I know it's like cutting in and out for other people. And I don't want that to be a thing. I want it to be consistent and good for everyone so I can prove that I'm a good, like, entertainer. But it doesn't work the way I want it to or the way it should. So yeah, understandably, a little pissed. Also, can I make a new dual sword? Yep. Ain't that crap. hard at it. You know, let's try this. I'm going to die, but let's try this. Get ready for me to scream. Also, there's 4 people on stream apparently. Hi, 4 people! Four people. As I go into the viewer list, it only shows 2. I'm kind of curious what armor set I want to go after next. So, like, there is an armor set I have in my mind. I just don't know if it's good or not. I will have to see what's in the Pokemon game for me to make an opinion, because I don't know. I'm definitely going to use all of them at one point, just to evolutionize and, like, get stats for the LP and stuff. I definitely want Wooloo. That's a Pokemon I want for sure. Well, I mean, if it doesn't evolve, I still want to train it up for fun then. Also, everyone left! Thanks, you asses! Anywho, I'll probably have Wooloo. I'll definitely have, oh god, what's the stupid flower one now? Colossus something? Colossus something? Philosopher, there. Not Philosopher. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm probably gonna have that. And I'll probably have... I'll have whatever's there. Like, I'm gonna train them all up regardless. And like, I am going for a complete deck, so I will have to level up Pokemon. I will have to, like, see what Pokemon do what. I gotta see, like, what... Because, like, breeding is probably gonna be in that game. I gotta see what's compatible with what. Because, like, I need to get all of this information for LP purposes. And all I need now is hope I get a female starter, because I would like to have more starters.
Right.
And plus, if anything, I'll ask some of my friends that will probably have female starters. It's like, yo, take this female starter, breed it, and give me the baby or something. Well, I mean, like, it just gives me an idea, because, like, I need to get all... I'm going to have to get... Okay, for the LP purposes, I will be keeping notes and whatnot as I'm making... or as I'm playing the game. But, obviously, one of them is going to be a practice file / stream file. During that entire stream series, I want to keep notes on what Pokemon's good, what Pokemon isn't. So I'm going to need multiple of, like, one Pokemon to say, like, okay, this Pokemon is good at level 100, this Pokemon's, like, okay at level 50, this one gets certain skills, this one gets certain moves at this level. So I'm going to, like, granted, I'm pretty sure there's going to be hackers and stuff that have it all posted within, like, a couple weeks of the game being out, but I mean, like, I want to try to do it standard. Yeah. No, you know what I mean, though. I want to do it, like, in the sense of, like, maybe having you on, like, note-taking, too, so, like, we can both compare notes. So, like, let's say we have, like, 3 groupies, and then, like... Sorry, we have 6 groupies. We'll level one all the way up to 100, we'll level the other one up. We'll have the other one evolve, level that one up all the way 100, and we'll have the final evolution at level 100, then we can compare notes. That's a lot of work! I realize this, but that's a lot of work I'm willing to do. Breeding, and hopefully friends that are able to do it. I'm definitely doing that with Eevees, because, like, let's be fair, Eevee's gonna be in the game. If Eevee isn't in the game, I'll be very confused and upset. Because I want my Espeon, damn it. I don't care for Umbreon, I just want the Espeon. Umbreon's good for a tank, and that's really all Umbreon's good for, is just tanking stuff. Espeon's at least there for physical, or not physical, for special sweeping, so I kinda want an Espeon over an Umbreon. Actually, what else is good for tanking? Volvarion's good for tanking. Jolteon's good for speed and only speed. Flareon's good for attacking, but nothing other than that because it can't take damage that well. And Sylveon, I have no idea. Honestly, I haven't seen a systematic chart for it. I'm assuming considering it's a fairy type, it's probably good for special attacking and probably tanking. Okay. I guess like I guess Leafeon's good for HP, and then Glaceon's probably good for physical attack. I don't know. It's hard to say that one. God damn. I love how people are coming in and leaving instantaneously. If I could somehow catch them or trade with people, yeah. Here's the thing, I want to have a very controlled, like, oh, I bred my starter, here's the baby that I don't want. Like, I'd rather have something like that going on than leaving it up to random chance, because that's what Wonder Trade is. I'm surprised they haven't called it the random trade yet. But, like, breeding a starter always sounds like a pain, because, like, starters have, like, the least percentage of having a female, right? Because I can't think of any starter that has a 50-50 split. And, like, the one that I do think of, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, is Oshawott. No, I mean like having a female percent of the chance because it's a species of the female, so I mean it'll be like the final evolution of Sobble, and then you breed it. It'll be like a Sobble back when you hatch it. But it has to be a female starter. That's the thing. I'm just like. That's going to be interesting because I don't know what the percentages of like the female starters. In Let's Go I had a female Eevee, so I mean that technically counts. Elo Eevee's a 50-50 split. Well, yeah, because that's the most likelihood of like starter Pokemon minus like Azumarill have like the highest chance of being male. Mostly because I'm pretty sure they don't want you breeding them. Yep. I think the only female I've had outside of Let's Go for starting Pokemon was probably a Mudkip. And then, of course, back in Gen 3, I didn't know about breeding. I didn't know about a lot of things about the new mechanics of 3. So, like, well, I got a female thing. I don't know what to do with it. And I just beat the game with it. So yeah, I hope I get a female starter, because like if you get a male starter, it'll be like, here, if we somehow start with if you go Sobble or whatnot, breed your Sobble with my Sobble and give me the babies. Well, considering what I said I wanted to do, yeah, I kinda need the babies. Like, unless you want to help me with that progress too. Like, I brought you up because you're a Pokemon fanatic. But I mean, like, I could. No, what I mean is, like, you know what I said about having complete Pokedex and keeping notes from my LPs and stuff when I start doing the LP for Pokemon Sword Shield. I will need information on every single Pokemon. I would need to know like what's strong, what's weak, what's what the entire stat charts say. I need to know like what moves it gets, what it will have, and like I'm basically going to be doing a Tara Conroy when he does his LPs of Pokemon games, where it'll be like, okay, I recommend this Pokemon, I don't recommend this Pokemon, I recommend this one because of this reason, I recommend this Pokemon because of this reason, and whatnot. So what I'm getting at is there will be a lot of note taking. There will be a lot of stat tracking. There will be a lot of everything. So I mean, if you want to help me with that, by all means, like, help me. Oh yeah. Well, you probably have it by the time the game comes out. You got 5 months. You figure out it in 5 months. Okay. And not to mention, I kind of have to beg to my parents to buy the double pack because I need one to play through and need one to LP. And then not to mention, I need to take notes on the game that you're not playing because the Pokemon might be different for Pokemon. And not just the legendaries. I mean, I probably won't go that far, but I mean, I do have a practice account, so I'll probably play them day one, and then I'll focus on one game, and then swap to my practice account when I need to do the other game for note-taking purposes. And then when I'm doing my LP, go back to my main account, and then do the LP on the main account, so like, when I get around to it, like, you and I can battle, or you and I can, like, start taking notes and have you as a guest commentator while I'm recording all that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, not to mention, there's going to be a lot of, like, online features. Like, I'm expecting the same scale of, like, Diamond and Pearl online features, where, like, you have the Pokemon room, you have, like the egg swap mechanic or whatever it is from that. You might, like, if Pokemon contests are back because Milotic's back in the game, we might have to, like, do Poffin blending, we might have to do Pokemon food grinding, we're gonna have to do, like, berry hunting. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. It's just, holy crap, I am very intimidated by that process. So how do you feel about being a berry farmer? How I didn't even know about being a berry farmer, because God knows that's what we're gonna have to do for contests if that's the case. Yep, considering Pokemon contests were huge in that game, yeah. Well, do you not see Gen 8 doing contests? Yeah, they didn't. They stopped after Gen 5, I think. No, because there's Pokemon musicals. That was the same thing as contests. Yeah. Well, like, here's the thing. As I said, like, there were the Pokemon musicals, and those were, like, the same thing as contests, for the most part. And that was Gen 5. We need Pokemon musicals, we need Pokemon contests, we need Pokemon gym battles, we need, like, Pokemon stadiums, we need random stadiums. There's a lot of things Pokemon can do. Do I expect any of them? No. Yeah, people want the Battle Frontier, and I'm 50-50 on Battle Frontier. I'm like, I liked it, but I didn't like it that much.
I want to get another reason.
I mean, during the Game Explain thing you watched, they did say Kalos is France and whatnot, so it could be possible that we could go to Kalos. There is a couple of things leaning towards why you could do it, where it's like the Pokemon War, and maybe like Leicester or whatever is trying to start it up again for some reason, and like, you know, the trainers in Kalos are too weak or something, like Team Flare took over, and then you go over to Kalos and save it, and then you go back to like obviously you're going to be in Galar the entire game, but like maybe there's like a side plot where, you know, Team Flare is coming back and they're trying to start Pokemon War like in ancient times and all that. Yeah, Derek from Game Explain, he said it's a possibility. He did not outright say that it's a thing, but like, it's a good idea. I'm just adding on to the Team Flare idea, because Team Flare was the main bad guys in X and Y. Please don't say Rainbow Rocket, because that was the dumbest thing in the world for me. You haven't played Ultra Thunder, like, to the post game? Okay. Well, you know what it is. It's Team Rocket and all the other villains of the Pokemon series. They did with Let's Go, so you kind of get what you want. Yeah, but like, as long as it's not like another Team Rocket or Team Rainbow Rocket situation, I wouldn't care that much. I still like my idea of like Team Flare rising up and trying to, like, you know, reignite the flames of war. You know, like a flare. That... It writes itself! It writes itself! I just, like... Oh my god, my brain just exploded for a second there. Yeah, but like... I don't want another region to be in X and Y, or in Sword and Shield. I'm very... not skeptical about the idea. It's just more or less, unless they have a good reason to do it, I don't want it for the most part. Because, like, the idea of Team Flare sparking a war between, like, France and the UK again, like, that's a good idea. But if it's something dumb like, oh, Kalos is having, like, a fashion off with Galar. It's like, I don't care enough. It's a freaking fashion off. I'm pretty sure someone will lose regardless. Or who knows, maybe they want to go to, oh god, what was Gen 5's region called again? Unova? Yeah, I want to say Unova. Like, maybe the UK wants to spread, like, maybe Galar wants to spread friendship towards, like, the US area, which is Unova. And maybe you go back to Unova, maybe you could have, like, N come in and go, like, I mean, I could talk to Pokemon, I could help you. I mean, like, there's ideas, it's just more or less, like, unless it's a grandiose idea, I kinda don't care. Like, Team Flare is probably the most likely situation, because, like, that's right next to it, because, like, Paris and London are close to each other because they're both in Europe. And then, like, Galar... Yeah, but, like, the same thing could happen with, like, the same thing happened in Johto, where Giovanni was gone, but they still had, like, Team Rocket Advent take over. Yeah, they were disbanded, but like Team Flare is the same principle for the most part. And not to mention, in Let's Go, when you go back to, like, this is spoiler, so I'm sorry if this is a spoiler for you. But when you go back to Team Rocket Hideout in, oh god, not Celadon. Or is it Celadon? Which one's Erica's gym again? Which one was Erica's gym again? Celadon? Or Celadon the Sabrina's? Oh, whatever the Game Corner area was. Like, you go back to the Game Corner, you go back down to Team Rocket's hideout, you fight the, like, the head honcho, not this, you don't fight Giovanni, you fight the second head honcho in Let's Go. And then he has a note written up to you where it's like, you know, I'm planning to leave Kanto, but I will carry on Team Rocket's legacy in some other region. Like, that's a good idea to also have a Johto right off the bat because, hey, new story situation. But, like, I don't know at this point. It's like, I have so many ideas that could work. Yeah, and they did that with Rainbow Rocket, as I said. But the problem is, with Rainbow Rocket, it was... Do you mind if I spoil it? The thing about Rainbow Rocket is, it's all digital. It was all done in, I think it was called the Poke Park in Ultra Sun and Moon. It was basically like, you play Sun and Moon, so you know the fat kid, the electrical kid? He makes like this alternate area where you can play around with. And Rainbow Rocket takes over that area, so it's all digital. It's not like a physical thing that, you know, Team Rainbow Rocket was an actual thing. No, it was all digital. And it kind of made it seem pointless to have Rainbow Rocket. Yeah, and as I said, I think it's exclusive to Ultra Sun and Moon. But yeah, like... if they did something lazy like that, I'm kind of upset because, oh no, Team Rainbow Rocket will blow up the internet effectively. It's like, I know, like, you gotta make it have it real, have it at least somewhat real stakes, where it's like, Alola is being invaded by, or sorry, more like Team Skull is trying to get away from Alola and do stuff in Kanto because Alola and Kanto are somewhat close to each other. Maybe you stop Team Skull from trying to leave Alola. Like, that would make more sense than Rainbow Rocket, in my opinion. You know, even though the worst Team Skull's ever going to really do is, like, spray paint a Pokemon Center. Kuzma? It's not really talked about with Kuzma, what happens to Kuzma. I think he's still leading Team Skull for the most part. But I think Team Skull is repurposed or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I've seen an LP of Ultra Sun and Moon and they kind of go in detail what happens to Team Skull, but not really. But yeah, like, I kind of like the idea of, like, maybe, like, the worst I see happening is you go to Alola because, I mean, Hawaii and the UK aren't exactly super far. Like, it'll be farther to go to the US area, but I'm still kind of hoping for that, like, Kalos and, Jesus Christ, and, oh my god, what's the stupid new region? I'm dumb right now. Galar. Like, I'm kind of cool with the Kalos and Galar idea because Team Flare actually would have a purpose and have a reason to do certain things. Like, Team Flare was just a bunch of rich people, but, like, they were still rich people that had a dumb desire to recreate the world. Oh, internet, you can see? Yeah. Because, like, Team Plasma could also work technically, but not really because of Black and White 2. And not to mention, I think... Well, because Black and White 2, they arrested Gexus, so, like, the rest of that Team Plasma's gone, so the only Team Plasma left is N's Team Plasma. And they kind of had a goal of, like, reunite Pokemon with trainers and stuff. So, I mean, Team Plasma's technically out. Like, I can see, like, Team Rocket and Team Flare joining up, or, like, maybe Team Aqua and Team Aqua signing with, like, Kalos, and then Team Magma signing with, Galar. Like, that's an idea, but, like, that's not a great idea. That's, like, bare bones, like, what I could imagine. Like, there's ideas, but, like, the problem is, like, these ideas don't sound like they would work for the most part. I do like the idea of, like, not Team Skull, like, Team Plasma being, like, another entity that they have to worry about, because maybe there's some diehard Gexus fans that go to Galar, and it's like, remove your Pokemon, or we will set Dragonite on you, or something. Yeah, and, like, that's why I would actually join Team Plasma, in all honesty. And because, like, I would still want to keep my Pokemon, because that's doable with that kind of situation, where you could still keep your own Pokemon. But, like, I like the idea of Team Plasma, where it's, like, you know, liberate the Pokemon from trainers that are, like, abusing them or something. Yeah, but the thing about Team Plasma and Flare is, like, they kind of are on opposite... Like, I can see Team Galactic and Team Flare working because they have this similar principle. Minus Cyrus being reserved. Because Cyrus was the one who just kind of... Well, he's no longer there, but I mean, like... Cyrus, like, had a brilliant idea going on, like, by manipulating a bunch of people, thinking that they'll get one thing, but he wanted to destroy the world because he was all of an ocean and feelings. I don't remember what it was with Cyrus. But yeah, like, Cyrus was a brilliant 24-year-old? I want a 24-year-old. He looked older, but, like, the actual bio for him is, like, 24 or like early ones. No, when I saw Cyrus, I thought like 30. I thought like somewhere 30 area. But nope, his bio says he's like 21 or 23. Actually, in Platinum, they confirm he's 23 because Looker tells me he's like, oh, a brilliant age at 23 or brilliant mind at 23. I'm also trying to remember Looker in general. What's the Looker? Wasn't he like just a dumb cop who did stuff way too late? Looker's just such a good idea for a Pokemon cop. He's basically the Gumshoe from Phoenix Wright. Is what I'm getting at. And you've played Phoenix Wright, right? So you know about Gumshoe from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's such a good experience. But the thing about Gumshoe was, he was a good cop. He was just super dumb, and he was kind of lovable though. Where like the prosecutor would tell him like, don't give the information about how the person died to the defense attorney. And he gives it out to the defense attorney. It's like, well, pal, I'm not supposed to really tell you about this, but here's the case file. It's such a lovable detective. It's a good series. But start with like the very first one because it's a Capcom game. And they actually kept up with the story very nicely in Capcom stuff. So it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Justice for All, Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. And then it goes on, or yeah, it goes on to the Mild Edgeworth games. So it's Investigations 1, Investigations 2. Then it's Apollo Justice. Then not just Sprawl. I forgot the one that has Athena in it. It's the one that introduces Athena, and then the last one is Spirit of Justice so far. I mean, you can watch an Alpheus, right? There's a ton of Alpheus that did mainstream games. There is an HD collection for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It has all 3 of the games, all 3 of the first ones. 3 of the first ones. God, I have such a hard time pronouncing 3 out of all things. It's very virtual novel style, so I think we No, just minor seizure. Mostly because this monster is like one of the artists, and it's also a berserk form of the monster it's fighting. Like, you can't watch stream honestly, but I'll tell you right now, it's the equivalent of like a boxer, but every part of him could explode, and his entire gimmick is he makes everything explode. It is warning a little bit of a heart attack. And then not to mention, this is the Berserk form, so the Berserk form is instantaneous explosion, not just, you know, it sits there for like 3 or 4 seconds and then explodes. No, it explodes right off the bat. And then not to mention, he has the blast element on him, so the blast status. And how blast works is, as long as it stays on you and you don't roll, it will detonate on you and like do a crap of damage. So, not fun! No, like, you have nothing to apologize over. It's just more or less like, if you hear me screaming, you know what's going on. It's very exciting and like I'm going to crap myself in the situation. Oh, is that the one who like saw a shiny Ponyta and like cried about it or something? Like I don't watch streamers in all honesty, but I do watch like highlights people put on Twitter. And like that was one of the ones on Twitter and Facebook I remember seeing. And it's like, wow. Like I know shiny hunting is a big thing for people, but like as someone who doesn't care for it, it's like, eh. It's cool it happened, but other than that, I could not tell you, like, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I get it. I died once and we're down to our last mate and this is a nightmare because I don't get to be anywhere close to me. I mean, if this is too hard, I'll swap the hunts up, but I want to kill the guy. I mean, I want to kill them to carve them and then make good material off them, or good weapons and whatnot off them. So there's reasons to kill everything. Unless you're doing a capture quest, and then you have to capture them. Regen rejection. It's an interesting idea. I still like to test stuff. Yeah, a lot of gas tanks. Thankfully, me and my sister live in the same city, so it's not bad that it's my sister also comes over to see my mom a lot, so it's her gas laying on mine. Ah, you know what? It was actually a week. I think we could take it on. We just have to do one more launches. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, it's not cheap. I think right now, where I live in Canada, it's like $1.80 or something like that.
Ours is like almost $3 now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, next time. Let's see if I do. Let's see if we do any better than next time. Money's on no. Actually, you know, let's try taking a variant. Let's take on. Let's see if I can find it. Let's take on. Yeah, let's try it. I'm expecting to die. I'm not expecting to win this fight. Was camping upstairs? I mean, yeah, I noticed that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, we all mess up. Monster Hunter? Yeah, kinda. Depends how decent you are. For someone like me, I consider myself decent. I'm not that decent. Like, if you pair me up with, like, I don't know, someone who actually plays this game a lot more than I do, I'm pretty freaking bad. Like, I'm good casually, and that's all I am. I haven't done anything, like, professionally in this game. Like, I haven't taken on any of the super bosses, I haven't taken on, like, any of the major dragons and whatnot. So whatever I take on, it's like, I take it on because I kind of want to try stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, I have a good weapon to fight this, and I didn't pick it. You know what? Sure, I'm going to try it. What? I haven't played Sword Shield actually in any Monster Hunter game, believe it or not. Oh. I mean, I'm super hyped. I hope I have a good, like, I'm getting rid of defense from this, but I hope I can make up with raw damage. I probably can't, but I'm sure as hell gonna try. Hey, Rowlet! Freaking Decidueye, Ghost Grass type or whatever. Well, I mean, you're gonna leave me, Ow, that's a very fast no. Yeah. I do not leave friends that I like. Yep. Are you doing a Digimon right now? That's a very Digimon thing. Like, I know you haven't seen Digimon, but like, that's very Digimon-esque.
I didn't know that. It sounded like it was Digimon.
No, here's the thing. Cause like obviously I watched Digimon like a lot. In Digimon 1 there was like the basic evolutions, right? Like so rookie or baby, rookie, champion, or baby, rookie, yeah, champion, ultimate, and then master. And then in Generation 2 or Season 2 there was regular Digivolving. You still had all of those classes, and then there was Armor Digivolving. And then Gen 3, there was the card system, which no one talks about. And then Gen 4 was the Spirit Evolution. So, the way you said Mega Armor was just like, that's very Digimon-esque.
Well, that's the way I was thinking.
Yeah. It kind of sucks, because Season 2 was really good for Digimon. So, like, is this like a recent theory, or is this like a theory you've talked about a while ago? Oh, okay. So, I was about to say, is it like Dynamaxing plus the Mega Evolution situation, or? Yeah. Still, Mega Evolution's not my thing. I honestly didn't like it. Cool concept, but not cool execution. I would have had it, like, in my opinion, I thought Z-moves were good, just because Z-moves were like once a battle and you didn't have to, you couldn't spam them. With Mega Evolutions, it kind of felt like you could spam those.
Yeah, Mega Evolution was a little different, but
Yeah, it was one Pokemon per fight, I know that. But I mean, like, it just seemed really off-putting for someone who's just, like, good in if casual situations, but, like, any other situation, it'd be like, this would be broken. It'll probably be banned off, like, competitive, like, tournament stuff.
Right.
It's kind of like Pot of Greed if you go.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Do you even know what Pot of Greed was?
Pot of Greed was a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Well, yeah, but do you know what it did? Because you're saying yeah, and I'm like, do you know what it did? Alright, cool. Yay, you're not entirely. Also, Silver Rathalos is still weak to Thunder, right? I'm asking in the chat, not right. I know you know nothing. As the Germans would say, I know nothing! As I offend everyone from Germany, including Jen, the person I hunt with. Alright, Jen. Still with Thunder, but I have Thunder and Dragon, so I at least have good elements. I'm just not good. Oh, talk about Phoenix Wright again. Every damn prosecutor is German. Von Karma is German. Edgeworth isn't German, but he was raised by Von Karma. Franziska Von Karma, German. Gavin from Apollo Justice, German. Godot, American/Japanese, depending on what game you play. So yeah, like everyone in that damn game is German. I like no one in chat, even though she won't be able to reach out. No one tell her why Edgeworth was raised by Von. You can figure it out for yourself. It's Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is straight, so it is Phoenix Wright, so. Trust me, it's good. I'm not really into reading, like I'm not really into virtual novels, but that's one of like the virtual novel applications I can say. I played the first 3. I haven't played anything past this, Alex. I'm gonna do damage, cause I don't know what else to do right now. I need to play the coward game. I need to stay in the background, wait for them to mount it, and then when they're done mounting it, I will go for damage. Because my actual defense is garbage. Please don't touch me! Please don't touch me! Okay, yeah. This is terrifying! I am sorry, teammates that are playing with me. I am bad. Oh. I mean, at this point, I should probably use Honeyhorn, because how bad am I? I'm not saying Honeyhorn's bad, just I think I'll have better luck with Honeyhorn. Just be the buffer. Ow. Don't look at me! I am frightened. I am frightened like a schoolboy. Why does that remind me of Ultimate Muscle, the way I said that? Ow. I did it! I got damage in!